What's going on, YouTube? Madden 18 is finally here, and you know what that means. I got to get you guys ready for day one. We're going to take a look at a starter blitz out of the 3-4 odd. Now, the reason I say starter is because ID the mic is very, very powerful. It's new to the game this year, first time ever. You can identify the mic and essentially stop any pressure if you know where it's coming from. I've used it, and trust me, it works. It's very powerful. So we'll get into some more intricate blitzes as the year goes on, but I want to set you guys up to have success day one. There's a lot of people that aren't even going to use ID the mic. They're going to come out in their old typical ways. They're going to try to run what they ran before, and they're going to assume that people don't necessarily have pressure unless they're all out blitzing. Well, if they watch this YouTube channel, they would see that that is not the case, because we're going to take a look at Will Buck 3 press. It's a nice little blitz that we can get with only 5 quick and easy steps to set it up. Now, the great thing about practice mode this year is that actually we only need one controller. Basically, the way it goes is, just for starters, as long as they have a menu up like this is one controller. As long as you have a menu up, the computer is not going to snap the ball. So the setup is going to be base align, pinch the defensive line, crash the defensive line down, spread the linebackers, and QB contain. This is very, very quick. Watch how quickly I can set it up. Baseline, pinch, crash, and we're good to go. And actually, I did screw that up a little bit because of the camera. I'm actually going back to, as you can see, we screamed right there. I'm actually going back to not using the D-pad this year. See, as you can see, it's set up right now, and we're going to scream. Now, this is a match concept defense with these seam flats. So the running back on the flat, obviously, if we're sending pressure here from 2 guys, as you can see, the computer's not snapping the ball. We can bring this guy down, and, you know, obviously there's a lot of things that we can do to prevent that. So here we go. Snap the ball, and now we just need to play coverage properly, and we end up getting the pressure. You're going to want your fastest guy, not necessarily your best guy, but obviously you're going to want your fastest guy at that spot, and we're going to scream. Now, because of this guy here, the safety playing down low, he's in a match, so he does end up defending this route, but the offense doesn't know that. When they see us bring him down, we could have him in a hard flat, we could have him in man coverage. It doesn't really matter. Now, I'm going to be showing some gameplay clips here right at the end. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. Don't leave the video yet. I'm sure he's going to throw to the flats now because it is open. Let's take a peek. No, he doesn't. He ends up hitting the little hitch, which is completely fine. So one thing I like to do a lot is I'm actually going to switch to man coverage. So I'll come out in Will Buck 3 press, switch to man, and it's essentially the same thing, except I need to actually re-blitz that linebacker there. So the running back route is going to be wide open. So maybe if we do something, oops, see, they've changed the zones, so I can't actually put him in. I'd have to do that curl flat and then underneath coverage to get a hard flat. So they've changed the zones. You're going to get into practice and figure it all out yourself. Now, we didn't get the pressure there out of the man coverage, but in the gameplay footage, you're going to notice that I actually do get the pressure, you know, and even here we can change it to hard flats if we want to. We don't even need to bring that guy down. We can just play underneath coverage and get hard flats, and we're good to go. So there you go. There's your starter blitz for day one. I like it. I've used it, had success using it against other people that are new to the game, just like everyone else, and we're getting that screaming pressure, and as you can see, forcing the offense into bad decisions, into mistakes. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got a lot more content on the way, a lot of tips to make you guys a better player, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy the gameplay.
For emotion, so now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way.
And he can't find a receiver.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M. and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go.
The final shot before break. Moon. And he's going to...
Would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
...to blitzing because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary.
And no escaping this time.